ladies and gentlemen. I'm pleased to join you this morning as we celebrate an important milestone. 30 years of partnership between the Association of International NGOs in Nepal and the people of Nepal. I extend my sincere congratulations to the association on succeeding this enduring journey of shared success and satisfaction, and express our appreciation for the contribution of the member organizations across the country. Together, we have witnessed a profound political, social, economic transformation in Nepal, navigating periods of transition, disaster, and other crises. I believe throughout this journey, the Association of International NGOs and its member organizations have stood as vital partners in our development. Ladies and gentlemen, entrusted with a historic mandate from people of Nepal, in the recent election, our government is deeply committed to realize the rupture in politics through the vision of uncompromising good governance and accelerated economic growth. Our renewed priorities stand testament to the changing aspiration of our citizens. Achieving these national ambitions require departure from traditional paradigms. It demands a dynamic alignment with the stakeholder of our new governance model. True progress is a collaborative endeavor, and we possess both the political will and strategic vision to co-create this future with you. We invite AIN to join us in a spirit of renewed synergy, translating our shared goals of prosperity into tangible, lasting impacts on the ground. As the Minister of Foreign Affairs, a key part of my responsibility is to advance Nepal's national interest through international engagement, strengthen partnership with our development partners, mobilize international cooperation, and ensure that Nepal's voice and priorities are effectively represented in regional and multilateral forums. In this regard, the work of international NGOs complements broader international efforts to support Nepal's development aspirations. Through your engagement with development partners, philanthropic institutions, and global networks, you help connect local needs and international support and contribute to mobilize resources, knowledge, innovation, and expertise that benefit communities across Nepal. The government of Nepal recognizes and values these contributions. We continue to expect a fine-tuning between sanctity of your objectives and priority of the government. The support channeled through your organizations has helped expand opportunities for many of our citizens and has complemented national efforts in advancing sustainable peace, development, and prosperity. Before entering political life, I had the privilege of leading civil society organizations. That experience provided me with a deep appreciation of both the opportunity and challenges associated with development work. I understand the importance of building trust with communities, working with limited resources, and maintaining multiple accountability, as well as navigating increasingly complex compliance and reporting requirements. More importantly, I have witnessed the unique role that civil society organizations can play in fostering innovation, reaching underserved populations, strengthening local institutions, and generating social capital that contributes to long-term development outcomes. Therefore, when I speak about INGO sector today, I reciprocate your sentiments. I do not come here only as a minister, but also as someone who has personally experienced the value of this work and dedication it requires. As we reflect today about the contribution by AIN members over the last 3 decades, and across the sectors, particularly in improving livelihoods, agriculture, health, education, climate resilience, environmental conservation, disaster preparedness, local governance. Your efforts have supported communities across Nepal. These achievements demonstrate what can be accomplished when governments, communities, civil society organizations, and development partners work towards common goals. As Nepal continues on its development journey, we must increasingly focus on sustainability and national ownership. Our shared objective should be to ensure that international support strengthens national institutions, empowers local actors, and builds capabilities that endure long after individual projects have concluded. Development cooperation is most effective when it reinforces local leaderships, aligns with national priorities, and contributes to long-term resilience of communities and institutions. I am encouraged by the growing emphasis that AIN members are placing on localizations and partnership with local organizations. This is a positive direction that reflects evolving global development practices and Nepal's own aspiration for sustainable development. We meet at a time when global development landscape is undergoing significant change. Development financing is becoming increasingly constrained, humanitarian needs are growing, and impacts of climate change are becoming more severe and more frequent. At the same time, Nepal is preparing for important transition as we move towards graduation from category of least developed countries and continue our efforts to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. These transitions will require new approaches, stronger institutions, greater innovations, and deeper partnerships. They will also require us to ensure that development gains are sustained, that no one is left behind. In this evolving context, partnerships such as those represented by AIN remain both relevant and valuable. The government of Nepal has a clear action agenda to promote good governance, accelerate inclusive growth, strengthen social justice, and improve the delivery of public services. And we believe in achieving these goals in a time-bound manner and sustaining them with strong and inclusive institutions. Let me assure you that the government remains committed to strengthening the policy and the regulatory environment in ways that promote transparency, accountability, and effectiveness while enabling development partners to contribute meaningfully to national priorities. We view your organizations as a valued partner in our collective effort to achieve our goals outlined in Nepal's 16th periodic plan and national policy and program of government and budget announced for the next fiscal year, and our broader national vision of prosperous, inclusive, and resilient Nepal. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate 30 years of AIN, the challenges before us are significant, but so are opportunities. By working together, we can continue to advance Nepal's development aspiration and improve the lives of people of Nepal. On behalf of Government of Nepal and my own, I once again extend my heartfelt congratulations to AIN in Nepal, to its member organizations on the important milestone, and express our sincere appreciation to all who have worked tirelessly over the last 3 decades, dedicated team, the staff, local partners, and communities, a sincere gratitude. And I wish AIN, as it charts its another 3 decades of journey, a very, very continuous success. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for encouraging us yet again and assuring that we are together in this journey towards a prosperous Nepal. I would also like to thank you for gracing this dais, chairing the session, for your time and for staying with us entire event this morning. We really appreciate it. Now we're towards the close of the session, but before I hand over the mic to our chair, I would like to mention that we are having 6 different parallel sessions after this, which is climate, education, Jet Sea, livelihood, health, and water governance. And we are having it in 2 different slots, one starting at 1:30, ending at 3, and the next time slot starting at 3:30, ending at 5. And I would like to assure you that we will have even more in-depth discussion, bringing in a lot of cases and stories from the ground. So we would like you to invite, and we would like you to be participating in these sessions wherever your expertise and interest matches. We also have 23 stalls right outside the hall, and our colleagues have done really hard work to decorate that, and they are eager to show you all the wonderful work the AIN members have done together with the relevant stakeholders. So we'd also like to invite you to visit the stalls. Now we will go towards the closing from the chair of this session and also the chair of Association of International NGOs. I would like to personally thank from my side all the distinguished guests in the panel and in the floor for having me this morning. In terms of address, in terms of protocols, in terms of names, if I have slept somewhere, I would like to really apologize for that, and I hope you would forgive me for that. Now I would like to request our chair for his closing remarks and vote of thanks. Thank you. Also close the session.
Thank you, Dr. Samjana. Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs and the chief guest of this event, distinguished guests on the dais. Let me first of all ask for your permission for extension of time, because we've already gone beyond our scheduled time, and as you all noticed, our chief guest was here before our starting time. So I want to acknowledge that and ask for your permission to do 3 things. One, as the program MC mentioned, that I have responsibility to thank everybody. It will take some time. And I also need to read a message and will put a very brief remarks, if I have your permission. Thank you. I've just received a message from Honorable Minister, Minister for Women, Children, Gender and Sexual Minorities and Social Security. She had some health issues and could not make it here in person, so she has sent a message. I'm going to read it out. AIN को 30 वर्षे यात्रा तथा विकास संवाद 2026 को अवसरमा शुभकामना सन्देश। अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय गैर सरकारी संघ एसोसिएसन अफ इन्टरनेशनल एनजीओज इन नेपाल AIN को 30औं वर्षगाँठको अवसरमा म हार्दिक शुभकामना व्यक्त गर्दछु। 3 दशकको यस अवधिमा अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय गैर सरकारी संस्थाहरूले सञ्चालन गर्दै आएका मानवीय तथा सामाजिक विकासका कार्यहरूका लागि र नेपाल सरकारसँगको सहकार्यका लागि सहकार्यलाई सुदृढ गर्दै मुलुकको समग्र विकासमा पुर्याएको योगदानका लागि संघलाई धन्यवाद व्यक्त गर्दछु। संघले नेपाल सरकारद्वारा निर्धारित प्राथमिकताका क्षेत्रहरूमा अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय गैर सरकारी संस्थाहरूको कार्यक्रम सञ्चालन गर्न गरेको समन्वयकारी भूमिकालाई अझ प्रभावकारी रूपमा समन्वय गर्दै आएको पक्षलाई उच्च मूल्याङ्कन गरेका छौं। यसका अतिरिक्त संघले संघीय, प्रदेश तथा स्थानीय तहका सरकार र सम्बन्धित सरोकारवाला निकायसँग आवश्यक समन्वय र सहकार्य गर्दै आएको कुरा प्रशंसनीय छ। नेपालको सामाजिक विकासमा अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय गैर सरकारी संस्थाहरूको भूमिका अत्यन्तै महत्त्वपूर्ण रहेको छ। नेपालको संविधान, प्रचलित कानून, अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय मूल्य मान्यता, संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघको विश्वव्यापी घोषणापत्र, मानवाधिकार सम्बन्धी अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय सन्धि सम्झौताहरूको आधारभूत मापदण्ड र परिधिभित्र रही अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय गैर सरकारी संस्थाहरूले नेपालको विकास निर्माण कार्यमा दशकौंदेखि सहकार्य र सहयोग गर्दै आएका छन्। एआईएनले अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय गैर सरकारी संस्थाहरूको भूमिका र योगदानलाई सरकारका प्राथमिकतासँग जोड्दै नीति संवाद र सहकार्यका लागि खेलेको भूमिका सराहनीय छ। एआईएनले 3 दशक लामो सफल यात्रा पूरा गरेकोमा ऐतिहासिक अवसरमा हार्दिक बधाई तथा शुभकामना व्यक्त गर्दछु। साथै संघका सम्पूर्ण कार्यकारी सदस्यहरू तथा सदस्य संस्थाहरूले नेपालको सामाजिक विकासमा पुर्याउनु भएको योगदानप्रति हार्दिक आभार व्यक्त गर्दछु। एआईएन का सम्पूर्ण सदस्य अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय गैर सरकारी संस्थालाई आगामी दिनहरूमा नेपाल सरकारका प्राथमिकता प्राप्त क्षेत्रहरू तथा अत्यावश्यक सामाजिक आवश्यकताका क्षेत्रमा आफ्ना कार्यक्रम र परियोजनाहरूलाई अझ प्रभावकारी रूपमा केन्द्रित गर्न हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्दछु। अन्त्यमा विकास संवाद 2026 को सफलताको शुभकामना व्यक्त गर्दै सामाजिक सशक्तिकरण, समावेशी विकास र दिगो समृद्धिको साझा यात्रामा सबै सरोकारवालाहरू बीच अझ सुदृढ सहकार्य कायम रहने विश्वास व्यक्त गर्दछु। धन्यवाद। मन्त्री सीता बादी, जेठ 21, 2083। धन्यवाद। So this was a message from our minister. We thank her for that, and also as a long list, I need to thank individuals involved in this process. Let me start with our Honorable Minister and Chief Guest. We know, Honorable Minister, how busy you are, and we are so grateful for your time and for being here on time, before time, and for your encouraging remarks. We're also grateful to the Minister for her message, Minister for Women. Honorable Samiksha Baskota, Chairperson of the Parliamentary Committee, thank you for your time. Honorable Tob Bahadur Magar, NHRC Chair, thank you, sir, for your time. I know you were busy with another event also, so we appreciate your presence. Honorable Resu Dungana, National Planning Commission member, thank you for your remarks and for your presence here. And thank you, our UNRCO representative, for gracing us with your presence and remarks, and also Deputy Head of EU, Head of Cooperation, European Union, thank you so much, and Chairperson of NGO Federation, thank you so much for your remarks and for your valuable presence. I know there are valuable guests in front of us. I sometimes find it very difficult to manage this kind of seating when we're facing each other. I see from the protocol-wise, many of you could have been here. From the contribution point of view, many of you would be speaking here instead of me saying these things. But I really appreciate all of you for your presence. Our respected Secretary from Ministry of Women, and thank you, Madam, for your presence. I know she was also occupied with another event, but she cut the event short and has attended our event here. And joint secretaries from different ministries, our member secretary of Social Welfare Council, thank you, sir, for your presence. We're really honored to have you here. Representative from the European Union, the embassies, we have representation from the British Embassy, Australian Embassy, Norwegian Embassy, the Royal Norwegian Embassy, UNRCO, IFRC, I see my friend David there, the World Bank, JICA Nepal office, COICA Nepal office, the private sector, FMCCI, CNI, Chamber of Commerce, universities, academia, researchers. I know I'm not going to be able to read all the names, and I'm going to miss some. Please apologize. My apologies for if I miss somebody there, and we appreciate all of your presence. We also